Halina, halina sa eskwela.
Sa brigada.
Halina, halina sa brigada eskwela. Halina't magkaisa.
Ang kabataan ay daan sa tagumpay upang umangat-angat ang ating buhay. Edukasyon, bigyan natin ng kulay para ang bayan di tuluyang mapilay.
Matatag na bayan, mula na paaralan, kalidad na edukasyon para sa kabataan. Magpupulong tayo sa brigada eskwela, tara na't magkaisa. At kampihin natin ang tanging pag-asa, pagtulong sa isa't isa. Magpupulong tayo sa brigada eskwela, tara na't magkaisa. At kampihin natin ang tanging pag-asa, pagtulong sa isa't isa. Oh, 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 oh,
Tara na.
oh, 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 kabayanihan. Oh, 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 panatilihin. Oh, 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 para sa kabataan. Halina sa brigada eskwela. Halina't magkaisa.
Good morning, Bohol! Maayong buntag, Pilipinas! Welcome to the part 2 of the 6th session on our contextualized webinars part 1 with MS Teams as a virtual classroom. So this topic has been presented by Sir Glenn last Wednesday and to be continued by our next speaker for this morning. But before that, let us pause for a while as we ask God's blessings for today's event. Let us put ourselves in the holy presence of God as we pray. Dear Almighty and ever-loving God, we glorify and thank Thee, your name. You have showered us with so much blessings, and your presence continuously remind us of your faithfulness and guidance. May we humbly ask you to shower our speakers today for your greatest inspiration so that they may share the most of their knowledge, heart, and soul to their respective topics. May we also absorb the invaluable knowledge experiences and put it into practice what we may learn today. We pray, Lord, that you bless all the committees in charge that they may be able to fulfill their tasks responsibly, that the objectives they have set may all be achieved. Your infinite blessing would mean the success of this webinar. May we be a living witness of your genuine love through the enactment of the knowledge acquired through this activity. We ask this in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Amen. All right. So once again, maayong buntag Bohol. So diyan na ta sa ikaduha nga hugna, the second part of this webinar series entitled the Contextualized Webinars Part 1. And the topic is all about the MS Teams as a virtual classroom. Okay, so before we proceed to our session proper, shout out muna tayo for a while. Gamay lang niya because our topic for today, medyo daghan gyud taog itakol karon, especially sa mga na-miss na to. I mean, this is the second part, the last part of the MS Teams, by which this topic is really interesting. Okay, magamit yun na to siya. Okay. So shout out, good morning SDU Bohol, watching from De La Paz Elementary School, Cortes District. Good morning to all of you. Good morning to all teaching staff of Agining National High School nila ni Ma'am Annabel, Ma'am Liza, Ma'am Maria, Ma'am Maribel, Ma'am Norma, Ma'am Abel, Ma'am Eve, Ma'am Chona, Sir Neil, Sir Joel, Sir Marnel, and to the school principal, Sir Bobet Cortez from Ma'am Sol. Good morning also from PSD SHS Carmen West District. Also to the Bayog Elementary School CPG District, to Ma'am Malu Mendez, Ma'am Marian Tuyur, Ma'am Kimberly, Ma'am Rosemary, Ma'am Maribeth, Ma'am Bernadita, and Ma'am Marilu Molo. Thanks to all. God bless to all of you. And also good morning everyone from Batuan District. Also another shout out from Bilang-Bilangan Elementary School, Tubigon S District, Tubigon Bohol. So good morning to all of you. Maayong buntag kanatong tanan. Hopefully naana mo sa inyong pinaka-komportable nga lingkuranan karon with your snacks. Okay. So this is now the last part of our part 1. But this coming July 31, this coming July 20, karong pizza 20 pohon sa July, natay upcoming nga mga second part sa tuang contextualized webinars. That is the part 2. So again, kani siya ang atuang katuyuan ani is to prepare everybody if ever na mga opportunities nga buabot nga mugamit na taani nga mga online platforms. Okay, especially the edtech tools. So please take note of this schedule, and also this is posted also sa atuang SDO Bohol ICT Task Force nga web page, Facebook page. Okay. So napatay laing series until July 31. So kaning tanan magamit mi nato para sa atuang effective delivery of our lessons. Okay. So a reminder, again, ato ning balikon ha, how to claim your e-certificates. I know everybody is excited to get their electronic certificate signed by no less than our schools division superintendent, Sir Dagatan. Okay, so this is how you're going to claim your electronic certificates. So first is, okay, you need to visit our Facebook page. And there is a link there. You need to look for your name for the list of qualified participants. Okay. So nani gibutang ni nato sa ato ang Facebook page ha. Ang link ani naa sa ato ang Facebook page. So unsay pangitaon nato sa atong Facebook? SDO Bohol ICT Task Force. Okay, klaro no? So when you're there, no, i-redirect na mo sa lain nga window, lain nga tab for the list of participants. You are going to search the kinsa may pangitaon ninyo inyong full name. Okay? Your full name. So, mao ni siya makit-an didto. You have the email and you have the full name. This man ni gikan, sir. Gikan ni sa ato ang survey after sa ato ang session. Okay? So, gikan na sa ato ang survey ha. Next is, once nakopya na ninyo inyong email didto, kay sometimes, maaman jud ni, especially kung cellphone atong gamiton, gagmay ang case atong keypad. So, masayop ta usahay, but don't worry, kopyaan na nga email, unya maoy mao na itong gamiton diri sa ato ang https://certgen.depedbohol.net. So whatever browser nga available ninyo, pwede na ninyong gamiton. Okay? So browser ta ha, browser. Okay, so mo ni siya mo display. This interface, this is for the CertGen. This is developed by Sir Inad, the chair of the SDO Bohol Task Force for ICT Platforms. Okay. So, thank you so much, Sir Inad, for your skills and knowledge para ani. So, take note of that, no? Kadto siya. Then, after that, katong email ninyo, mo ito inyong ibutang dire. Okay? Nagkopya ninyo ang email, ibutang dire, dayon. Click sign in after. Nagkahuman, mao na sad ni siya mo display. So, all your certificates anhin dinhi i-display, then you can download it, no? Kaning naa sa PICAS, kaning na ay green dire. Okay, so these are your details. Mao nang during the survey, dapat inyong klaruhon ang information nga inyong gi-enter, especially your inyong pangalan, kay dili na ra bata makausab og pangalan. Okay? So during the survey, klaruhan sa gid intawon ninyo og enter ang information before pa mo click sa submit button. Okay, so thank you for that. Salamat kayo sa inyong pagsanong. So these are the information and these are the sessions attended. So according to our chairman, mas nindot kung usa lang ka email address inyong gamiton para matapok tanan ninyong certificates. Ani, parehas ka, sample kani kang Mark Christian L. Gomez. So naa dire naapoy pizza og kanus ana siya nga training or webinar. Okay? So again, sige, salamat kaayo, nakopya gyud. I know nakopya gyud ni, ka excited ba ta to have our certificates. Okay. So now after that, naay download button nga makit-an sa screen kana siya. No, okay. So I think that download button is not new to us. Kalingaw man ta ana, no? So kana ra i-click ninyo and that's it. Ma-download na ninyo ang inyong e-certificate. So if it happens nga dili mao ang entry, i-refresh lang ninyo ang window para ma-correct na siya. Okay? Tungod na sa kadaghan nga requests sa ato ang server. Anyway, it's just a matter of milliseconds para ana, okay? So that's it. So inani na day mo gawa sa inyong window. And okay, if ever ay wrong ana, kung marong gid ni siyang entry nga unknown, so i-refresh lang, balik lang mo dito sa inyong kadtong download button. So og sakto na ni siya, you may print it, okay? Pwede niyo i-download or pwede niyo i-print ang certificate. Okay. Sir, mo expire na among certificate? The answer is no, naara gid na siya diha. Pero ang mo expire ang survey. Okay, di ba? Atong sabot, no? Kung karon ang ato ang webinar, so tomorrow at 5 o'clock mo end ang survey. Okay? So karon, since we will have our second part of this MS Teams as a virtual classroom, so ugma pohon sa alas 5, mahuman ang survey form. Okay? So mo na deadline, wala na, biyan na, dili na pwede. Okay? So please be mindful sa ato ang deadline. Okay. So that's it. So let's proceed to the session 6 specifics. Now, the session is live streamed in the official YouTube channel of the TF ICT platforms or the Task Force ICT platforms, or sa inyong YouTube, that is SDO Bohol Task Force for ICT platforms, and will be replayed in the Facebook page tonight at 7 p.m. So karon, no, kung dili mo ka concentrate kaayo na amoy mga kalibog, okay, pwede mo mobalik og tan-aw unya sa ato ang Facebook page by 7 p.m. So ma-replay ra na dito. Now for questions, participants may write this in the chat message box and this will be answered in the Q&A segment. So in ani mo mahitabo, some questions dili na mo mabasa, it's because no sa kadaghan bitaw nga naa sa ato ang message box sa ato ang live. If you have questions, adto na siya ibutang ninyo during the Q&A. And please, during the Q&A portion, pwede ba nga wala na tay mga shout out kay aron ma-focus ta sa questions. Okay ra? Sige, salamat kaayo for that. So again, during sa Q&A na nato, ang musulod sa message box kung mahimo, pulos na questions related to our topic this morning. Okay? So okay pa mo mag-shoutout karon, sige, mag-random ang tagpangkuha ng inyong mga shoutouts. But later sa Q&A, pulos questions lang atong ibutang ha. Sige, salamat kayo. And then participants should stay until the end of this session to see the assessment and the evaluation link, which is a requisite to getting the e-certificate. So the assessment link will expire 5 p.m. of the next day. Okay, klaro? So wala man pod so far nangutana nga, sir. Ning expire na ang answer assessment link, wala man sad. So no, that means tanan naminaw gyud di ay. Okay, thank you so much for that. And a participant needs to get a perfect score of 10 out of 10 to claim his or her e-certificate. Katong wala pa, no, karon pa ning sulod, please register mo ha adto sa ato ang registration link. And then kadtong diha na, no, na kalingaw na og attend sa sessions. So kahibaw na gyud sila ani. That no, dili na stressful. Ayaw mo ka-stress ani ha. 10 out of 10 pero multiple attempts are allowed. Okay. So make sure to check the inputted information on the full name and the email field. Request for correction will no longer be honored. Okay? Pasaylo alaman mi ana ha. So, e-certificates can be claimed via the CertGen. Okay. 3 days. Hatagi mig 3 days for that. Okay? So, top 5 best outputs will receive special certificates of recognition from the SDO Bohol Task Force. Okay, signed by Sir Dagatan. Okay, so again, mo na siya ha, 10 out of 10 para multiple attempts are allowed. Okay, so I am going to present now our resource speaker for this morning. Bagti sad ni kaayo atong speaker karon, dili basta-basta atong mga speakers. So this person is an ICT coordinator, Microsoft Education Ambassador, Microsoft Innovative Education Expert, Microsoft Innovative Education Master Trainer, Microsoft Certified Educator, National Trainer, Microsoft 365. Simeo Pioneer on Online Course, Most Outstanding Grade 3 Teacher, SDO Bohol Pasidungog 2018, and a member of the Task Force ICT Platforms. Ladies and gentlemen, teachers, school heads, our speaker for this morning is Sir Henry B. Merzon Jr. All right, so I am very certain that our resource person is now very excited to share his expertise. Sir Henry, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Sir Jimboy.
Okay,
Here.
medyo choppy ato ang audio, sir. Gamay.
Okay, so how about this time?
Sir, yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
So okay na. Audio?
Medyo hinay siya, sir. Hinay siya, sir.
How about this?
Hinay-hinay paghapon, sir.
Okay, let's wait. Just.
Okay? So, sige, sir. Ako nang ihatag nimo, sir, ha? Sir Henry.
Okay, good morning, Bohol. Good morning, Department of Education, Division of Bohol. So welcome to our 7th session for the live webinar.
Sir Henry. Sir
Microsoft
Henry.
Teams.
Sir Henry.
Yes, sir.
Your video, sir. I-on, sir.
Okay. Nakastop sa host, sir. Okay. So, okay na.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, are we all set? Okay, again, good morning, Bohol. Good morning, DepEd Bohol. So we are now in our live webinar in the 7th session for the SDO Bohol Contextualized Webinar. And I'm going to discuss all about Microsoft Teams as a virtual classroom. But before anything else, I would like to send my greetings and felicitation to our SDO Bohol, or our SDS, Sir Bianito Dagatan, our Assistant Division Superintendent, Ma'am Marina Salamanca, and Ma'am Kashana Caberte, our EPS, or Education Program Supervisors, our PSDS, the principals and school heads of the different districts in Division of Bohol, and to all of us teachers, good morning. So allow me first to do my shout outs. First and foremost to the SDO Bohol ICT Task Force headed by our chair, Sir Fernando Enad, and the rest of the team. Cluster 8 from Mariboc District, San Roque Elementary School, Aligway Elementary School, and the Patlong Elementary School. Our cluster head, Ma'am Virginia Namok, and our PSDS, Ma'am Martina or Mamati Aguilar. All the district ICT or all the ICT coordinators of Mariboc, to Maria Lerma Maliguan Bungato from Lobok Central Elementary School, Ma'am Geraldine Ambohot from San Isidro National High School, Ma'am Ave Maria Candihay Municipal High School, Sir Cyrus Franque, ALS teacher from Cortez District, Ma'am Jeneline Gargoles Garcia, all Bohol Microsoft Education Ambassadors, Bohol Robotics Society, DepEd Bohol Arnis, University of Bohol, SPED, and we have also viewers from other division from Las Piñas, Metro Manila, from CA Las Piñas National High School, Las Piñas National High School, CA Annex, Las Piñas National High School, Equitable, Sir Apollo de Guzman, the Department Head of Araling Panlipunan, and Sir Nico Gonzalez, the Education Program Supervisor of Araling Panlipunan. And we are also live in California, in Alameda, California. My sister or my classmate during high school, and from President Carlos Garcia Memorial High School, Talibon District, from Sir Marcelito Becerra, sa ilahang principal, Dr. Zenaida Miano, and District Supervisor, Dr. Amelita Fredo. And later on, we will continue the shoutouts kay Murag Daghan. Okay, so with much ado, I'm gonna go ahead and jump to our topic. I will not do any more walkthrough of our session this morning, since I have only given less than 2 hours to discuss all the topics or the features of Microsoft Teams. But don't you worry, I have already provided the slides. So Sir Enad and the rest of the team will be sending all the links for my slides. And also at the end of my topic, I'll be also posting the link so that you have the copy of the slides. So let's go ahead. So first and foremost, welcome to Microsoft Teams as a virtual classroom rather. So allow me to share my screen. Okay, so Microsoft as a virtual classroom. So what are the things that we are to consider in choosing a platform? So first and foremost, we have to think on the function and versatility of that certain application. Does the application have the multiple functions and can cater all the needs in performing online learning? Next is practicality. Is it easy to use? Can all the learners have the access for it? And next, and the most important thing is the security. So when we talk about security, does it provide safety for our files, for the information of our learners? Because if you can still recall what happened to a certain social media before, it was shut down or closed because it was overrun by other social media. So also some application were hacked or was hacked. So let's consider these 3 functions or 3 factors in choosing a platform that we are going to use in online learning. Okay. So again, so let's jump and go directly to demonstration on accessing our Microsoft Teams. So first and foremost, we have to log into our Office account to office.com using our DepEd email account or the Office 365 issued by Ma'am Dina Talan or by the central office. Or if you don't have the 365 account, you may use your personal account so that you can follow me with this demonstration this morning. Okay, so first, let's go and log into office.com. Okay. So I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, so first and foremost, we have to go to office.com using your Office 365 account or the personal email address. So here, you will see the dashboard and the different application provided by the account and the specific license that is part of your account. Okay, so how to find Microsoft Teams. So all you have to do is to look for this button, the waffle button, or look for the all apps button here. Okay, so just click on that and look for Microsoft Teams. So as you can see, this one don't have the Microsoft Teams. So this is my personal account. So if you have your personal account, you don't have the access for Microsoft Teams. So all you have to do is to follow the procedures posted by the SDO Bohol ICT Task Force in FB page so that you can have the access or you can download and log into Microsoft Teams. So I'm gonna switch to my Office 365 account, okay, so that we can have the Microsoft Teams, okay. So I'm gonna open another tab. So if you can follow, you can log in now to your account. So log in your account using your DepEd 365 account, the Office 365 account. Then after that, followed by your password. Okay. So this is it. So as you can see now, we have already Teams here because of our 365 account. So if you are using your personal account, you don't have the access for it. So all you have to do is to download the application. So www.aka.ms/getteams to download or refer to the procedure as posted in our FB page at SDO Bohol ICT Task Force. Okay. So we are now logged in. So our next step is creating our first team. So how are we going to do this? So we will go directly to our Microsoft Teams desktop application. So to have the full benefits of this application, you should open the desktop application, not the browser version because it is limited, or in the cell phone or in the mobile, it is limited. So to have the full access or the full benefits of this application, you should open the desktop application. So that is why we required you to download the application so that you can follow with the topic this morning. Okay, so without any more delay, let's start. So how are we going to create a virtual class? So first and foremost, we go to the slide, the left side panel, look for Teams. As you can see here, we have Teams here. So you have to click this one. Okay. And if you have this one, you will gonna see this dashboard. So if it is your first time to use Microsoft Teams, this is one is a blank space. But if you have already your what to call this, the Teams, it will be seen here. So In order to create a team, you have to click this one. You have to click join or create team. And as you can see, there are basically by default, there are only two options. So since I am connected with the other teams, so we can see the other teams here. So to create, click create team. Okay, just follow if you have the Office 365 account or your MS Teams. Okay, click this one, and then you are seeing four teams, team type. Okay, we have four types of teams. We have the class, the professional learning community, the staff, and the others. Since we are gonna use the virtual classroom, so we have to choose class. Click this one, and now you are directed to another dialog box. So you have to,
Sir Henry,
yes sir.
imong screen kay dili MS Teams napaka sa browser. Pala ko reshare,
Okay,
sir.
okay.
Thank
Okay,
you.
sir, thank you. So I'm gonna switch again to my screen. Okay. So,
That's good, sir.
okay. Thank you, sir, Renat. So again, to start our creation of our team, we have to click on this panel, the left side, click Teams. Okay. And then you're gonna see this dashboard. So by default, it is blank. Since if it is your first time to create a team, but if you already have teams created, so it will be posted here. So to create, you have to click on the upper right corner, join or create team, and then you're gonna see this create team. So all you have to do is to create team. You click this one. And then there are four types of teams. We have the class, professional learning community, the staff, and the other. So since we are making a virtual classroom, all we have to do is to click class. Okay. Then after this, you are going to type in the name of your team. For example, you are teaching elementary, so mostly elementary teachers are teaching general subjects. There are some teachers who are only relieving teacher. For example, you can type the name of the subject. For example, Araling Panlipunan. So you type in the name of the subject you are going to teach, okay? And the grade level, for example. And description, it's up to you if you are going to write, or you may not type in the description. It's up to you. But since it's our first time to do this, let's type in a short description. Welcome to our virtual class, school year 2020-2021. Okay, that's it. And then hit next after, and then wait for the creation of the team. Okay, so at this point, we are seeing the students tab and the teachers tab. So good thing for Microsoft Teams is that you cannot only add student, but also you can also add teachers. So this is good for collaboration. So for senior high school, for example, for those teachers who are teaching the same subject, so they can collaborate with each other. So using this platform, so Microsoft Teams enable collaboration among teachers who are teaching the same subjects or teachings who have the same forte or specialization, so like that. So again, let's go back to students. Let's add our students. So question, sir. Sir, wala pong email address, wala pong account yung mga estudyante namin. Paano po namin i-add yun? So again, I'm telling you all, no? So the deployment of our Office 365 account we're already done for the administration and currently for the teachers. So the next to follow after the deployment of Office 365 are our learners. So meron po silang Office 365 accounts. So wag po tayo mag-alala, may stress or mag-alala. So after the deployment of Office 365 for our learners, meron din po yung mga bata. No? So as of now, kung wala pa, pwede natin silang gawa ng account sa outlook.com. So bakit outlook.com? Kasi si outlook.com is already part of the Microsoft Office 365 and it also the passport of for accessing the application or the different portals of Microsoft. So para wala na pong problema sa pag-access sa mga applications or portals ni Microsoft, let's create an account in Outlook.com. So let's proceed. For example, I'm gonna add my co-member in the ICT task force as my student. For example, si Glenn Oranio. Okay, Sir Glenn, Sir Ronald, for example, Ma'am Araceli. So as you can see, there are two names of Ma'am Araceli here. One is her name, the DepEd or the 365 account, and the other one is the Outlook.com. So this is with the issue for tenancy or the different organizations. So if you are not in the same organization or in the different tenant, you will be tagged as guest. So ito yung mangyayari kapag magkaiba ng organization. You will be tagged as guest. But if you are in the same house or in the same organization, so as is yung lalabas, no? So you have the full access. So with the guest, so you have the limited. So yan po yung mangyayari. So magtataka kayo kung bakit hindi ako makita ng mga kasama ko na may Office 365 account na. Kasi po iba yung tenant nyo, iba yung email address na ginamit or iba yung domain. So yun po yung doon, yung sagot. So if you have the same Office 365 account, makikita nyo yung mga kasama nyo. Okay? So you click next. Then I add another member. Okay, this one. And Sister Jimboy, for example. Okay. So I have already added 6 members. I can also add email address from the participants. For example, si Ma'am Karen Enoch, okay, I'm gonna add other participants. Okay, and I'm gonna add also my another name. Okay, that's it. So after I added the members, I click add. Okay. So here the list of the members or the learners that I already added here. So after adding them, I click close. Okay. I click close or I can add teacher. So for example, I'm done with this and I forgot to add the teacher. So what I'm going to do. So babalik lang ako dito. So if you can see, this is your team name. So ito yung team name. So paano ko mag-a-add ng member or ng teacher kasi nakalimutan ko. So if you can see beside the name of your team name or the team name, merong tatlong tuldok na tinatawag siyang ellipsis button. All you have to do is to click this one. Then may pagpa-pop down. So look for manage team. Pwede siyang sa manage team ka mag-click. Pwede rin sa add member. So any of these two will guide you to adding a member. So again, so lumabas siya uli. So ganun lang po, ulitin natin. So besides sa pangalan ng team natin, meron tatlong tuldok. Okay? And then click add member or manage team. Okay, so dito muna tayo sa add member. Okay? So hindi ko na-add yung isang co-teacher. For example, so by default, dito tayo sa Students tab. So if we are going to add a teacher or a collaborator, so let's click teacher and then type in the name of the teacher. For example, name is Sir Enad, and then I click add. Okay, see, as you can see, it was also added and I click close. Sir, paano ko makikita kung kompleto na yung listahan ng mga pangalan ng bata at saka ng co-teacher, okay, ng collaborator? So babalik tayo sa ellipsis button, okay, and then click manage team. Okay? So after we click that one, dito na po lalabas yung lahat ng pangalan ng mga members or ng learners, pati yung teacher. So as you can see, the owners are the teachers. So my name, myself, Sir Enad as my co-teacher, and the rest are the learners. So here you can see. So they are only tagged as member and the teacher are tagged as owner. So dito nyo siya makikita. Okay? So if you wish to add another member, just click add this one, the upper right corner, add member. Okay, and the good thing about this this portion is you have the permission settings. You can change the setting of this theme. Okay, for example, this one you can change the theme, the permissions, for example. Okay, so it's if you have this the time to explore this one, because it will give you or lead you some information that can be used as the owner of the team. Okay? Okay. Sir, pwede ko bang baguhin yung yung avatar ng namin, ng team namin? Of course, pwede. So all you have to do is to click this avatar. So by default, the initial first name of your team name will be used as the avatar. So if you wish to change it, click the pencil icon. Okay? And as you can see here, it will load a lots of avatars here. Okay, so you choose an avatar that will fit to the class or to the team's name. Okay, so for example, Araling Panlipunan. So I'll click this. Okay, I'll click this one and then click update. Okay, so saving changes, and then the avatar is already changed. So that is how are we going to change the avatar. Okay, so next. So by default, so how are we going to add a channel? So by default, we have a general channel for each team. So kapag gumawa tayo ng team, automatic merong isang channel. So ang tawag dyan is the general channel. So in the general channel, it has the same tabs as you can see in the upper mid portion of the screen. We have the post, files, plus notebook, assignments, grads, and the plus or the add tabs button. Okay, and from our canvas, we can see here upload plus materials. We can upload here our lesson plans or our modules. Okay, that can be used by our learners. Okay, so and the other thing here in the bottom part, the middle bottom part, is the conversation area wherein you can see the formatting, the attachment button, the emojis, the GIF, okay, the sticker, the meeting button, which I'll be discussing later on how to create an instant meeting or a synchronous meeting or teaching using this button, the stream, and the praise button, which is used to motivate our learners. Virtually, we can give a virtual praise to our learners, and the polly, so a survey or a poll you can create. You can create a quick poll or survey here, and the ellipsis button, which is containing all the different apps. Okay, so again, Microsoft Teams is one-stop shop learning hub. So you don't have to close and exit the application in order to open another application. Nandito na lahat ang applications na kailangan nating gamitin. Nakapasok na sa loob. That is why Microsoft Teams is good for collaboration and for organizing our files, and also serve as our virtual classroom. Okay. Next. So how am I going to create a channel? Okay. So again, going back to this ellipsis button, click here, and you can see here add channel. Okay. So you can create channel here. For example, click this one. Then this dialog box will be open. Okay. Then all you have to do is to type in the name of channel. For example, section A. So for example, I'm teaching Araling Panlipunan, and there are 4 sections. Okay, section A, for example. Then the privacy settings here, let's change this one. So by default, this is set as standard. So according to our office or Undersecretary Alain Del Pascua, no, he recommending us to set our channel or teams in private settings. Bakit? Of course, to avoid the hacks or mga hacker or illegal what we call this, illegal access of information from other or outside users. So that is why we are recommended to always put our teams or channels in private settings. So after setting this one, all you have to do is to click. So let's check, okay, adding the channel. And then at this time, we can add also our learners. So let's add, for example, the same person. Okay, so for example, dalawa lang. Okay, click add para mabilis tayo. So at least naturo naman kanina yung concept ng paano mag-add ng student. And the same thing sa teacher. Okay, let's add. Then click add, then close. So after adding, click done. Okay, so here on this portion, you can see here our channels. So as you can see, there is a lock icon. So this means that your channel is in private settings. So hindi siya basta-basta mapapasok. This is a good thing about Microsoft or Microsoft Teams because they are always giving importance to our applications or to our files. No? That's why they invest for security so that nobody can breach or hack your files. So this is one of the major features of or important features of Microsoft, the security. That's why we don't have to get worried if safe ba ang environment o ang platform. So I'm assuring to you that Microsoft is a safe and secure platform. Okay? So we're done with adding channel. Okay? So let's go back to our general. So from this tabs in the middle portion, upper middle portion, we have here the default tabs in virtual classroom. Okay? For MS Teams, we have post, files, class, notebook, assignments, and grades. Okay, so in post, so by default, we are here in our conversation area. You can see here the different activities. So in post tab, you can see the conversation area, the different icons here below, and this also post the different activities happening in this team or in this channel. Okay, so if, for example, I say hi here, all the members of the teams can read my chat. So everybody can reply, can like, can heart, laugh, surprise, you can do that one. And also, you can also paste here some links, attach files here. So how are we going to do that? Okay, so in this area, conversation area here in the lower mid portion of our screen, we have here the format. So ano po bang gamit ng format? So here, we can create an announcement that can we use to post in different channels so that our learners can will be always reminded that the message we posted in that channel is very important. So how are we going to create an announcement using this portion? Okay, so all we have to do is to click this one, the format button, the A with the brush. Okay, sorry, click this one. Okay, and then a formatting interface or canvas will be shown here. Okay, all you have to do is to type, for example, watch the SONA, for example. So we are dealing with Araling Panlipunan. So one of the topics is the current issue. So dapat ang ating mga bata ay always updated with the current issues happening in our country. So watch the SONA of, for example, this is our announcement, our president. For example, this is the announcement. Okay. So how am I going to set this announcement as important and can be seen in every channel in my Teams? So all you have to do is to type the message, the detail. Then, as you can see, we have the exclamation point here or the exclamation mark. Click this one to make this as important. Okay. So as you can see, the word important was posted. And then to change this message to announcement, all you have to do is to go to this portion, the upper left portion of our canvas. It's named New Conversation. Click the inverted arrow, and then you have the two options there, the New Conversation and the Announcement. So click on Announcement to turn the canvas to an announcement layout, okay, or format. So from here, you can type here another message. For example, we are watch the sauna of our president. Okay, for example, this is our announcement. Okay, then let's change this. Please be on time, for example. So, sir, can I customize this one para mas maganda naman tingnan sa mga bata? Yes, pwedeng-pwede. So, all you have to do is to click on the lower right portion of this format or layout. So, as you can see, there is an icon, select a background. Click that one and choose an illustration. So, if you have an image, you can upload that one. So, for the sake of this demo, let's choose an illustration. Okay? From here, you have a variety of options to choose from. Okay? So we can choose any of these background image. So let's click this one and then click done. Okay. So here we already changed our announcement. Okay. From here, so ang kagandahan ng announcement is nare-remind natin yung mga bata, no? And one thing about this, it is always pinned on top. Lagi siyang nakikita in every channel. Pag bukas mo ng channel or ng team, automatic ito yung nakikita. That is the good thing about announcement. So you are always reminded of a certain activity that your teacher or a person, you are connected in a certain team. So yan siya. Then how am I going to post this one in multiple channels? So as you can see in the middle portion of our canvas, there is post in multiple channels. Click that one. So here we are in the general. On the right portion, we have that select channels. So click that one. Okay. So dito lalabas ang lahat ng teams and channels. So for example, and I choose this one, the Araling Panlipunan grade 6. This one, then my school. So para ma-remind lahat. So ang kagandahan nito, isang beses ka lang gagawa ng announcement and then you can post that one to multiple channels. So from these boxes, so lahat ng naka-check box, lalabas yung announcement natin. So at tititingnan natin na after this. So after that one, click update. And then click the send button. Okay, let's check. Okay, so here we are. So this is the announcement posted in the conversation area under our Araling Panlipunan teams, the general channel. Okay, let's check sa ibang teams kung nandun nga ba. Okay, let's go to teams, the left side panel. Then let's check here in this team kung pumasok ba. So here, so sa general pumasok din siya dito sa Araling Panlipunan. So ayan. So ito yung kagandahan ng announcement. So you can post one announcement and this can be posted to multiple channels. I hope you get the concept of posting announcement or creating an announcement. Okay? So let's go back to our team. Okay? Okay. So we're done with this. So here we are done with posting an announcement. So, attaching files. So, madali lang yan. Mag-attach kayo ng files and then lalabas siya dito sa ating general post or canvas. Okay? Then, for example, gusto ko siyang i-like yung pinost ko. So, post mo, like mo, yun. Parang ganon. So, yan. Smile lang. Then, okay. Example, this one. Then I click send, for example. So ayan. So anything happen in this channel will be seen here in our conversation or activity area here. Okay. So that is how we go to create an announcement. Okay. So next, sir, Pwede ba siyang sa synchronous and synchronous learning? Pwede ba ang Microsoft Teams? Yes, we can we can do synchronous and asynchronous learning using this application. How? So all we have to do, as you can see, yung sabi ko kanina, this camera button here, the Meet Now button. So this is how are we going to create an instant meeting. For example, sabihin natin, mga bata, meron tayong klase ngayon, alas 12. So magkita-kita tayo. Okay. So I'm going to click this one, Meet Now. And then you are going to add the title of the meeting or the lesson, yung synchronous lesson nyo. For example, I'm going to type the subject or the topic for that certain subject. For example, lokasyon ng Pilipinas. So ito yung magiging leksyon ng namin ngayon. For example, so lokasyon ng Pilipinas, ito yung topic natin ngayon. Then I click Meet Now. So okay, so as you can see here, automatic na nadagdag yung mga members or yung mga learners natin dito kasi in-add na natin siya sa team. So in every channel, if we're going to do this one, so kapag nag-create tayo or nag-meet now tayo, automatic these members or these learners will be automatically added in our meeting or in our synchronous teaching. Okay? So, sir, pwede ko bang i-track attendance yung mga bata kasi baka mamaya lang sila, log in tapos log out na agad. Yes, pwede. As you can see here on the upper right corner, meron na namang uling ellipsis button. All you have to do is to click that one. And you can see here the download attendance list. So, walang-kawalang mga bata kung nag-attend, present ba sila doon kasi meron tayong download attendance list. So, ano po bang laban ng download attendance list? So, pag kinlik natin to, ida-download niya yung file in Excel form. Then, meron siyang timestamp kung kailan nag-log in and nag-log out. Then, sino yung bata or sino yung learner. So, ito yung kagandahan niyan. So, wala talagang kawala yung bata pag meron tayong team. So depende na lang kung may problema sa signal or walang load. So problema talaga yan. So paalam lang siguro ng ahead of time sa teacher kung hindi siya makakapag-join sa meeting or sa synchronous meeting. Okay? So sir, nakagawa ako ng Meet Now, instant meeting. Paano ko ba siya i-share sa mga bata? So kapag nag-create po tayo ng ating instant meet, automatic po siya, pupunta siya sa ating conversation area. Ito po siya. So automatic when you create an instant meeting, automatic meron siyang link diretso nakapost sa ating conversation or activity area. So yung bata na member ng team na to or ng channel na to, ang gagawin niya na lang is to click this one to automatically join the meeting. So ganun lang po siya kadali. No? And then you are notified here that the meeting has already started. Okay? So going back. Okay? So kung mapapansin niyo po, nasa bandang gitna po ng ating screen, meron po tayo ditong panel. Okay? Merong oras na tumatakbo. No? We have the time. We have the the camera or the video, the microphone, the share button, the ellipsis button again, the praise hand, the show conversation, the show participants, and the hang up or leave button. Okay? So, how, sir, magmi-meeting kami or meron kaming synchronous meeting. So, paano ko siya i-record, sir? So, to record the meeting, all you have to do is to click at the middle portion of that panel, the ellipsis button, and then you can see the different options there. Show device settings, show meetings. So, hanapin natin si start meeting. Okay? So, si start meeting, pag kinlik natin yan, tingnan po natin yung oras, no? So, pag kinlik natin si start recording, So mapapansin nyo meron siyang isang bilog katabi nun. So ibig sabihin, this means that the time or the meeting is being recorded. And also, meron siyang notification sa taas, no? Na nagsasabi na this meeting or you're recording. So you're recording this meeting. So bago tayo or kapag nagbi-meeting po tayo, dapat we have to remind or tell our learners or even our participants that we are recording this meeting because this is in accordance to the Data Privacy Act. So dapat nagpapaalam tayo na that this meeting is being recorded. So let's always be reminded of that Data Privacy Act. No? So yeah. Okay. So the meeting is being recorded. So to stop this one, all you have to do is to go back there and click stop recording. No? Click the ellipsis button and stop recording button. Okay. So pabayaan lang muna natin. Okay. Then this camera turns this button here, the camera icon turns on and off your camera. Okay. And this microphone turns your audio on and off. And at the middle, the share button, for example, you are the presenter, all you have to do is to click this one and share your screen. So it allows you to share your screen, your PowerPoint, your video. So if you are sharing your video, don't forget to include the system audio, okay, so that your learners or participants can hear the included video of your file, okay? So click that one and then choose a certain application that you are going to share. So that's how are we going to share a file, okay? And another thing is the raise hand or raise your hand button. So for example, hindi naman natin naririnig or for example, to pay respect sa speaker or sa teacher. So ang gagawin natin ngayon is to raise hand. So pag nag-raise hand po tayo, so ino-notify tayo that your hand is raised. So this is a good thing. So for example, to call the attention of the teacher or the speaker. Okay, if you have question or clarification regarding the topic or the lesson, so click this. And after that, after answering your queries or questions, you can click again this one to lower your hand. Okay, that's the good thing. And the next one is the show conversation. Here in this portion, you can type in here the message. For example, the teacher cannot hear you clearly. So pwede natin i-type dito yung message natin kay teacher. So hello teacher, for example. Okay? So then click the send button. So makikita yan lahat ng member ng ating or ng learners nung nasa loob ng team. So yan siya. And to see all the list of participants, click lang natin yung yung participants button. Okay? So you can see here the teacher and the learner here. Okay? So that's the function of these buttons. And to leave this, for example, to leave the meeting or the lesson, for example, natapos na, all you have to do is to click hang up to leave the meeting. So that's how we use the instant meeting. Okay? Sir, pwede ko bang i-schedule yung meeting? Yes, pwede natin i-schedule ang meeting. So paano ba gagawin ang pag-schedule ng meeting? So let's go back here on the left side portion of our screen. In this side panel or side tabs, we have here the calendar. So we can schedule or create a meeting using the calendar. Okay, click this one. Okay, and you will be directed to the calendar. So if you can see here, we have the work week here from Monday to Friday. We can change this one by clicking here on the upper right portion of our screen. We have the day, we have the work week or the whole week. Okay. So for example, I'm going to schedule a meeting. So I'll go ahead and click on plus new meeting. If you can see it here on the upper portion, click the new meeting button. Okay. And here you will be directed to another interface. So add a title, for example, ito yung topic natin, lokasyon ng Pilipinas. Okay? So sir, pwede ko bang i-required attendees? Pwede. So pero optional siya. Pwede natin kung marami yung mga bata, pwedeng optional. Hindi na natin siya itatype. Pero kung konti lang, pwede natin i-type isa-isa. Pero since, for example, 40 plus, so medyo madugo, medyo marami. Excuse. Okay, so next, let's set the date. If, for example, I'm going to set the meeting on July 27. The time, for example, is 10 and 11. Excuse me. Okay. Then after this, I click save. Okay. So after this, you save the meeting. And then, so paano natin siya makikita sa ating calendar? So sinet natin ang ating meeting on July 17, okay? And ang time is 11 or 10. All we have to do is to scroll down, then hanapin natin yung oras. So nandito siya. Okay, Sir Jimboy. Hello, sir. Sir Renad.
Yes, sir.
Can we have at least 3 to 5 minutes water break?
Sure, sir.
So that we can have way for shoutouts natin kasi parang medyo marami. Can we have it at least 3 to 5 minutes?
Sige, sir. Ay lang
sige,
i-close
sir.
ang imong screen, sir, ha?
Okay.
Okay. Sige, painom sa nato si Sir Henry, no? Kaya mura, hinaragin siya, nagkatol yata lang. For the meantime, that we're waiting for Sir Henry to be back. Let's do some shout out. Of course, I want to say hi to my colleagues at San Agustin National High School, headed by our very active principal, Mr. Nilo Pisamputon, and to my colleagues there, especially to Ma'am Pernes, Ma'am Pearly, Ma'am Sweden, Ma'am Rhea, Ma'am Liza, Ma'am Annalisa, Sweden, Jeremy, and Rosita. Hi, hope you're doing great. Okay. Nangita sa to mga shout out ni. I want to say hi to Mr. Linjon, kay sa walay undang nga pag restream no sa tong program to the DepEd Tayo Bohol. Salamat, sir. And see. By the way, for those nga naka-receive na sa email from DepEd from Ma'am Dina Talan about your Office 365, so for you to be able to open MS Teams, all you have to do is go to office.com and then log on using the credentials provided. And then you may go ahead and change the password, no, so that personalized na siya for security purposes. Once you're able to log in, you should be able to see all the applications that are available or associated to your account. So makita ni mo dapat ito si MS Teams. So what you would need to do is just basically click on MS Teams. You have two options, by the way. It's either that you download the application, but it's about 90 MB, or you can just make use of the web-based application. Anyway, in the web-based application kay pwede maghapon ka maka-create no o mga teams or mga classes, and you can even schedule for your meetings. And aside from that, pwede pod mo automatically or directly mag-create of live conversation. It's just that the difference for on the web application and the desktop is that for the web application, there's a possibility that if you are sharing contents that has audio or video, there's a possibility nga the other participants may not be able to hear it. Monay usa, and I hope that MS or Microsoft will actually be able to fix that, because really MS Teams is really a good tool that we can basically use, no? Especially that with using the Office 365 provided to us by DepEd. This is full featured. This is fully licensed. That means to say that we should be able to gitawag nato nga enjoy the benefits sa full nga license, dili lang kay trial. It's a full license. Sir Jimboy, naa pa ba kay mga shout out nga nakita da, sir?
Yes, sir. Good morning. Shout out to Sevilla District teachers, especially sa Magsaysay Elementary School teachers, Ma'am Catherine, Ma'am Delia, Ma'am Madeline, Ma'am Esther, Ma'am Josephine, Ma'am Grace, Ma'am Melanie, Ma'am Esther. And also to all teachers in Balilihan District, to their district supervisor, Ma'am Sara Mortejo, and to the co-teachers ni Ma'am Glenda Telimpros in Baucan Elementary School. Okay, so Sir Henry, pwede na tamo resume, sir?
Okay, sir. Pwede na, sir.
Okay, so sige sir, go ahead, sir.
Okay, thank you. So, but before I continue, konting shoutout lang sa tropang Sir Apps from Division of Las Piñas National High School, Equitable, Sir Apollo D. Guzman, and tropang Sir Apps, good morning. And to these following teachers, Ma'am Stella Maris Abriel Lumapas, Ma'am Lalaine Tiempo Bernat, Ma'am Joselita Tuyogon Satur, Jerry Olivar, Jessa Andayan, Marites Boy, Sir Tamara, Erlo Delda, Kathleen Aparisik Tauba, Joe Chris Ayuban Cuino, Leslie Andod, Jaime Semeni, Nancy Kinlog, Pabiliano, Ricky Oleado, and from Canolin, ES Candihay District, Ma'am Principal Maria Gina Magalona, Ma'am Stella Salve, Josime Fatima Grace, Jennifer, Sir FJ, Sir Ricky George Jello, PSDS, Ma'am Maura C. Bosamo, Central Principal, Ma'am Jenna Polinar. Good morning. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so we are done with the announcement and posting and creating an instant call and scheduling a meeting. Okay, so we are done with that. Okay, so again, when you create a meeting, so it will be automatically posted in your conversation area here in this portion. Okay, so I hope it is clear. Okay, next. Sir, capable ba ang ating MS Teams in making survey, a quick survey or poll? Yes, it is very capable. So paano ba natin ginagawa ang survey? Minsan kasi ang ginagawa natin pag survey tayo is gumagamit pa tayo ng ibang applications sa labas ng MS Teams. So dito po sa MS Teams, again, inuulit ko po, you don't have to get out of this application in order to open another application. Nandito na po sa loob ng MS Teams ang maraming applications na available po, no? So Microsoft Teams partnered with different applications so that it can cater the needs, no, mostly sa ating education. So paano ba gumagawa ng isang poll or survey inside Microsoft Teams? So let's go ahead and click here on the middle portion of our screen, lower mid. Okay, if you can see the ellipsis button there, click that one. And then all you have to do is to find or search the word poly. So poly. So let's click this one. Okay, this is an amazing application for creating survey or poll. Okay, for example, this one. So ang kagandahan po ng instant poll is you can solicit instant feedback from your learner. Okay, so after that one, we have to log into our account, to our Microsoft account. Again, sabi ko sa inyo, mas maganda kung outlook.com kasi you have already the access to the different applications or portals of Microsoft. Okay, let's go ahead and sign in with Microsoft. And there, all you have to do is to log in your username and then the password. Okay, there you go. Okay, so ito na siya. So after this, let's create new poll or survey. Okay, so if you have the template already, you can have it here. But if it is your first time, so click create new. Okay, so since Poly is a subscription or may bayad, so pero meron pa rin siyang meron siyang trial version. So all you have to do is to click that one. Then you can subscribe or you cannot or you may not. Okay. So next, from here, you have the options here. Ano bang gusto mong gawin? Poll ba or survey? Okay. So for example, poll lang tayo. Okay. Then ang audience ba natin? Anong channel? Okay. By default, general channel tayo. Okay. Sa recurrence ng ating poll, ano ba? Pabalik-balik ba siya or isahan lang? So we have to turn it on. So the frequency will be like this. Daily ba siya? Weekly? Monthly? So anong araw? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So depende po sa gusto ninyo. Okay? And every week, okay, pwede siya dyan. So since gawin lang natin ang ating poll isang beses lang. Okay? Then, from here, you can also add this one as a reminder. So lalabas siya sa ating calendar, sa ating MS Outlook. So lahat ng ating application are interrelated and interconnected. So sa isang application, merong ibang application na naka-embed. So ito yung kagandahan ng ating application. Okay. So then, here sa question type, ano bang gusto mo maging poll? Open-ended ba? Multiple choice or rating? For example, dito tayo sa ating multiple choice. Okay. Okay, then the question here. Dito mo na ilalagay yung question. Halimbawa, nandito tayo sa Araling Panlipunan, so dapat tumutugma yung ating tanong sa asignaturang Araling Panlipunan. Okay. For example, current issues. Ang tanong is, sang-ayon ka ba sa pagsasabatas ng for example lang to for demo lang, terror bill. Okay, ito yung ating paksa. So current issues. So sa Araling Panlipunan, bilang ginagamit natin ang ating, gumagamit tayo ng mga springboard, mga tanong sa pagsisimula ng klase. So pwede natin gawin ang poll bilang springboard or motivation natin sa pagsisimula ng klase or ng ating leksyon, ating aralin. Okay, for example, ito yung question. And you want to solicit feedbacks from your learners using this poll. So the choices, enter one. Oo. For example, oo. Another choices, hindi. So by default, dalawa lang yan. Pero pwede tayong mag-add ng other choice or other option. Okay? Sabihin natin neutral. Neutral, walang pake. Okay. Then hindi makapag-desisyon. Halimbawa, ito. Ito lang yung mga option natin. Okay. And then sa baba, it will allow you to have the multiple votes. So will you allow multiple votes or not? So para isahan lang, hindi na lang natin gagalawin. And then this one, okay? Then after that, we can change here the settings here. For example, ano bang gusto mo? Makikita mo ba agad yung result? So, kung gusto mo makita agad yung result, all you have to do is tick this one, show result in real time. Automatic, pag nag-answer yung bata, automatic kita yung result. Or pwede rin, after nung sumagot lahat ng bata, saka pa lang lalabas yung result. Pwede yan. Or you don't want to share the result with the audience or with your learners. So ito yung mga options dyan. Okay? Sir, pwede ba nating iset yung yung poll? May nag-expire. Pwede po. So here, kung makikita nyo po dito, meron pong time, okay? And date. Okay? For example, bukas mag-expire yung ating poll. Anong oras? Yan. Okay? So, nandito yan. Okay. Reminder. So, pwede natin gawa ng reminder. Every time na naka-open siya, mag-close siya yan. Or before close, magre-remind ka 30 minutes before matapos ng poll. Yun, i-remind yung mga learners natin about the closing of that polling application of that certain feature. Okay? So, that is how. So, after this, click preview. Okay, send is required. Okay, for example, this one. Okay, so here, the scheduling here. Okay, then send, preview. Oops, let's check. Okay, nauna lang para kita natin. Yan, check preview. Okay, so ito na yung itsura ng ating poll. Okay, so let's send sa ating conversation area. Okay. Okay, so here. So lumabas na siya sa ating conversation or activity area. So makikita na agad ito automatic ng mga bata. Okay, so sa pagsisimula ng klase, okay, sang-ayon ba kayo sa pagsasabatas ng anti-terror bill? Okay. So you can click here. So automatic meron siyang analysis ng ating poll, okay? So kapag nag-answer ka dito, automatic 'yan nag-change, no? Then you can view results here. So instant or real time ang ating poll. So 'yan. Okay? So I hope you get the concept of polling or creating a poll in our MS Teams. So that is how we create a poll. Okay, next. Dito tayo sa files. Okay. So sa files, dito natin ina-upload ang ating mga modules. Okay, so how are we going to upload our modules? For example, here, you can see here the new. You can create from scratch. You have the options here. There are applications that can help you to create or upload files. For example, you want to create here a module inside Microsoft Teams, you may do so. Pwede siya. Nandito yung Microsoft, yung ating Word, nandito yung Excel, yung PowerPoint. Pwede kang mag-create using this online Office application. So pwede yan dito. Okay? Next, upload. For example, you have a file or module na i-upload. So all you have to do is to click upload and then browse your local drive or your desktop if you save your file in your desktop. For example, I have here a sample file here, module sa mga bata. So this one, I'll just click this one and then click open. Sir, tanong sir, may edit ba yan ng mga bata? So, ang kagandahan po ng ating virtual class, no, pag nag-upload tayo ng files, so the teachers or the teacher or the owner of this team is the only one who can edit the certain document. Yung mga bata, only read mode. Mababasa lang nila, madadownload lang nila yung file, pero hindi nila may edit. So, ito yan. So, As you can see, na-upload ko na yung yung file ko. So ma-access na to ng mga bata within my team or my channel. Okay? So again, ulitin ko, hindi nila may edit itong module or itong file na ginawa ko. So halip, read mode lang sila. Mababasa lang nila, mada-download lang nila, pero hindi nila ma-edit. Okay? So that's how. And then, you can also sync this file. For example, ginawa mo siya sa online in this one, and you want to sync this file in your local drives. So all you have to do is to click this one. So isi-sync niya tong file na to sa local drive mo. Automatic, meron ka ng kopya sa computer mo or sa laptop mo. So yun siya. And then also, you can copy this link. Okay? Or you share this file. So paano yun? Pipindutin lang natin tong bilog and then click copy link. Okay? Then, automatic, bibigyan kanya ng code or link. Then, all you have to do is to copy and pwede mo na siyang i-paste kung saan mo gusto i-paste. Pwede doon sa class notebook, pwede mo siyang i-paste, which is, i-discuss natin later this one, yung class notebook, paano siya ginagawa. Or pwede siya sa group chat, pwede kung meron. Or pwede rin dito within the Microsoft Teams sa ating sa ating environment. So for example, i-paste ko siya dito. Ayan, nandito na siya. So kung mapapansin nyo, napakahaba ng link. So if you are well-versed in creating a shortened URL link, pwede natin gamitin. Especially tinyurl bit.ly, pwede natin gamitin to shorten this link kasi medyo mahaba. So that is how we are going to copy and paste the link in our files. Okay? And also, you can download this file here and you can add storage. Ang kagandahan ng ating cloud storage, so you have the mother of OneDrive, which is the SharePoint. So this is a file repository application. Dito po lahat nakasave ng mga files na nasa Teams natin. No? Napakalaki ng storage na binibigay ng SharePoint. And also, may partner din na application si MS Teams in terms of cloud storage. We have the Dropbox, Ignite, ShareFile, and also the Google Drive. Okay? So that is our cloud storage. And you can also open your SharePoint here. So much with this. Let's jump and go ahead to class notebook. So medyo thrilling to, maganda kasi napakagandang application ni Class Notebook. So if you are familiar with OneNote, so this is a part of OneNote application, the Class Notebook. So by default, kung it's your first time to use the Class Notebook, ito lang yung makikita nyo. So all you have to do is to set up your OneNote Class Notebook here and then choose blank notebook. Okay. So here you will be given the privileges, collaboration space, content library, teacher-only section, and student notebooks. So nandito yung descriptions, makikita nyo. If you have your Office 365, so makikita nyo agad dito. Okay? So for those who don't have yet or don't have the access for MS Teams, sabay lang po kayo and then print screen lang po yung makikita sa screen yung para at least may kopya po kayo. Or later on, you can download my slides para may kopya kayo. So gumawa ako ng detailed step-by-step procedures ng lahat ng pictures ng Microsoft Teams using as a virtual class. So you don't have to worry, sir. Mabilis kasi masyado ko mabilis. So wag po tayong mag-alala. So ang gawin natin, makinig lang. Okay? So click next. So again, so these are the sections given or allotted to your class notebook. Okay? Then click create. So malapit na tayong matapos, konti na lang to. So we'll be having the assignments and grades na lang. And after that, konting review. Okay, let's wait for this to load. So while loading, basa muna ako ng shoutout sa mga co-teachers sa Taytay Elementary School, Duero District, na nagpa-signal pagyod sa bungtod or sa burol, especially ni Teacher Cecilia and sa Principal Ma'am Nenita Alupit. Nilalamig daw sa sobrang lakas ng ulan. Greetings from Ma'am Maria Jennifer Galambao. Okay? And also sa ating San Jose National High School, Talibon District, no, sa kanilang principal si Ma'am Marcela Bautista, and faculty and teachers ng ating San Jose Taliban, and also to Busaw National High School and Busaw Elementary School. Okay, so here we have already our class notebook. So in order to check the content, click lang natin tong arrow to the right. Okay, lalabas yan. So ang kagandahan nito ng ating class notebook, automatic binibigyan ng space ang lahat ng member na pinasok natin sa ating teams. Automatic nandito na siya nakatype. Hindi na natin siya gagawan pa isa-isa. So lahat ng pinasok natin sa ating teams, kung natatandaan nyo kanina, automatic connected siya dito sa ating class notebook. So again, uulitin ko, lahat ng applications inside Microsoft Teams are interconnected. So you don't have to exit or leave the application and to open another application. So nandito na lahat. Wala ka nang hahanapin pa, no? So yan. And then, so each member or each learner has this tabs or pages, for example. No? For example, si Sir Alberto, meron siyang section or page for quizzes. So dito lalabas lahat ng quizzes. Homework, dito niya ipopost lahat ng homework niya. Handouts, lahat ng handouts na ipapasa mo, automatic lalabas dito sa page. Class notes, okay, dito yan lalabas. So all learners will be given the same privileges as Sir Alberto, for example. So lahat ng tabs na to or pages na to ay meron ang lahat ng learners. Tingnan natin. Okay, kompleto. So ito yung kagandahan. So ang ating mga learners ngayon ay hindi na mangangailangan pa ng USB or any flash drives, no? Ang correct term is flash drives, not USB. Okay? So because our class notebook serves as our file repository, no? And also serves for as collaboration application, no? Sa mga learners niya or sa teachers niya. So it is a good application. And yun nga, mas makakatipid ka, paperless. So ang kagandahan sa online learning, it is a paperless na, no? Hindi na natin kailangan pa ng papel. So hindi lang siya ginagamit for note-taking, but also for collaboration as your storage device ng ating class notebook. Sir, question. Capable ba ang ating class notebook to do some mathematical operations? Yes, pwede. Okay, paano ba natin ginagawa? For those who are math teachers, so magagamit po natin si class notebook in teaching math. For example, all you have to do is go to draw. For example, mag-create tayo ng ating equation. For example, I click this one, and then I'm gonna draw 2x plus 3y, 3x lang din. Sige, 3x lang, equals, for example, 10. For example, 10. Yan. So you are going to solve for x. So this is one of the good features of class notebook. It can perform into math. No? So how are we going to solve for x? So in this canvas, all you have to do first is to write or draw the equation and then click this lasso type here or the mark Q select. Okay? Or this one, I mean rather this one. The letter A with the cursor, click this one, and then highlight the whole equation. Okay, sorry. Okay, for example, that one, and then click the mark Q. Okay. So after na-highlight na siya, okay, after na-highlight, you click this button, Math. Okay? Let's see what happened. What will happen. Okay? So the application will provide you a solution or a step-by-step process in this equation. So hindi na mahihirapan ang mga bata sa pag-solve ng ating equation. So how are we going to do this? Okay, so you have the option here. Are you going to fix it or okay ka na sa ganitong itsura? So click into Math, okay? So that maayos niya yung equation natin. For example, this one, okay? So here, maayos na yung ating equation. Now, you have the button here at the lower portion of the equation. Select an action. So you have here the three options, solve for x, for example, or you can graph this one, both sides in 2D or graph in 2D. So for example, solve for x, click that one, and then automatically ibibigay niya yung sagot, no? Ibibigay niya yung sagot. Okay. Sir, binigay yung sagot. So paano ba yung paano niya ba ginawa yan? Okay? So, okay. Okay, close lang natin. Ulit tayo ha. Okay, solve for x. Ayan, so binigay niya. So pwede rin nating, for example, ulit tayo. Another 22 plus, for example, basic math, 40. Then mark Q. Then into math. Okay. I-fix it. Then into math. Okay, lagyan natin for example 20. Okay, try natin evaluate. Okay, click natin evaluate. Okay. So in this basic computation or fundamental operation, so the application provides you already an answer to this mathematical sentence, and then it also provides you the solution or the steps on how are you going to arrive to the correct answer. So ito yung kagandahan niya. So bibigyan ka niya ng step-by-step procedures paano mo nakuha yung sagot. So ito yung kagandahan ng Inktomath. And then, if you are gonna see this book with the speaker, this is called the immersive reader. So for example, this is an accessibility tool na magagamit, especially if the child has special educational needs. For example, a learner with education need, specifically with peripheral vision problem, for example, low vision. So mahina yung yung mata niya, no? So magagamit niya para makinig, no? So nagagamit 'yan. So paano natin gagawin or paano siya ginagamit? So click this one. So this is called the immersive reader. So babasahin ngayon ni immersive reader yung nandito yung nakasulat sa ating space, no? Ito yung kagandahan ng artificial intelligence. So ang tawag dito is artificial intelligence. The machine do the thing for you. Okay? So let's click and play this one. Play the button.
Solution steps. Add 22 and 40 to get 62. 62.
Okay. So yon, narinig natin, binasa ng machine yung solution steps. So lahat ng nakasulat dito sa ating canvas, babasahin niya ni OneNote or ni Class Notebook or ni Immersive Reader, no? Sir, medyo maliit yung yung para sa akin kasi may problema ako sa mata. Okay, all you have to do is to click this button, then you can increase the size or the font size of the text. Okay? Okay, increase spacing, pwede yan. So, kung nakikita nyo, ayan, nandito siya. Okay? And then, the font, here, you can change. And also, by default kasi, ito yan puti, medyo masakit sa mata. So, good thing, you can change the color of this canvas to black so that for those learners who have difficulty in seeing, no, makikater natin yung need. Matutulungan natin sila sa paggamit ng application na ito. And also, I know, alam naman natin lahat na ang ating problema sa ating reading performance ay napakababa, no? So, alam natin yan. So, ang kagandahan ng OneNote is it will help you to increase the reading performance of our learners by using this application. So, ang babasahin ng machine ng ating mga text, then ang mga bata magkakaroon ngayon ng idea kung paano binabasa yung certain word na nakasulat dito sa ating canvas. Okay? So that's it. So next, the grammar options. So you can check the syllables here. Okay? Nakikita nyo. We have also the parts of speech, we have the nouns, the verbs. Okay, ang kagandahan ng ating OneNote immersive reader, pag pinindot natin siya, yung word na to, automatic meron siyang associated picture na kasama. Okay? So, it depends sa word na ating ginagamit. So, ito yan. So, ang tawag dito is picture dictionary. Good for language development sa mga early learners nating mga bata. So, picture word association. So, the word steps and also the word. So, that is picture word association na magagamit natin as reading strategy sa mga bata, especially teaching learners in the lower levels or sa kinder, grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. And also for those learners who have difficulty in reading, no, magagamit natin si OneNote. So, and then also we can change the line focus, yung binabasa. So, yung current steps, ito po yan. Pwede nating lakihan. Yan. So, yan yung kagandahan ng ating ano. So, pag binasa niya yan,
Add 22
So,
and
naka-
40 to get 62. 62.
so nakafocus yung ating ano, yung binabasa ng ating machine. So, ayan na. So much for our class notebook for OneNote. So, ayan na po siya. So, ang immersive reader. So, ayan po yung gamit ng ating immersive reader. So, ang picture dictionary is only available for OneNote online. Online lang po siya, ha? If you have OneNote offline sa inyong desktop and you are not connected in the internet, so hindi po kayo makaka-access. So, online lang po siya ang ating picture dictionary, which is one of the features sa immersive reader sa class notebook under OneNote. So yan po yan. So napakagandang application po, especially sa pagtuturo ng pagbabasa. So English lang po usually ang ano nito kasi pag Tagalog po or Filipino words ang sinulat natin dito, medyos lang po. No? Yung baka, nagiging beka. No? Parang ganun yung bigkas. So, medyos lang. So good for ano lang talaga siya, for English. So for those English teachers out there, magagamit natin to. No? Okay. Next. Let's go back. Meron pa ba tayong nakalimutan sa class notebook? So, wala na yata. So, we have already tackled the OneNote immersive reader, the collaboration space here. Okay. Let's go to assignments. So, konti na lang, matatapos na tayo. Okay. So, if it is your first time here to use MS Teams, so ang ating assignments, ganito ang itsura niya. Click the Get Started button. And as you can see, there is a create button here. So pag pinindot natin yan, magbibigay siya ng option, assignment and quiz. Okay, let's go first sa quiz. Ang quiz sa MS Teams, ang kanyang application or environment na ginagamit in making quiz is Microsoft Forms. Okay, so all you have to do is to click this one. Okay. And you will be given or directed to this dialog box here. Okay? And if you don't have the quiz yet, so click the new form here. Or if you have your quiz in your channel or in your teams, you can search that one. So by default, new form tayo. And you will be directed to a window for forms.office.com. Okay, so papasadahan natin kung paano gumawa ng Microsoft Forms quiz. Saglit lang to. So for the sake of all the teachers out there, kung paano gumawa ng online quiz, so ito po siya. So all we have to do is to sign into our account, so office.com. So saglit na lang to. Saglit na lang. Okay, so login lang. For example, mabilis lang to, 3 minutes lang. For example, login ko yung account ko. Okay, di pa nakikisama yung keyboard. R7-1. Okay, for example, ito siya. Okay. Last na lang tong ating assignments and quiz. Then we are done with our session this morning. Okay. Sign in. Okay, yes. So ang kagandahan ng ating Microsoft Forms quiz is ano siya, real time, okay? So here basically we have two options, new form, new quiz. Ang new form ginagamit sa paggawa ng survey. Ang new quiz is for the quiz itself. So for example, ito, lagyan natin ang title, lokasyon ng Pilipinas. Okay, ito yung quiz. For example, title niya. And if you wish to add an image, click this one. Pero kung ayaw nyo, wag na lang din, pwede. Okay? Then enter a short description of the quiz. Pwede piliin ang wastong sagot sa bawat katanungan. For example, yan. Okay. Then click add. Okay, for example, isa lang. Gawa lang tayo ng isang tanong. Okay. Ano ang tawag, for example, ito yung tanong, sa linya na naghahati sa mundo. Okay, for example, ito yung tanong. Okay, we have here the default, by default, two options. We have, halimbawa, latitude, longitude. Mali ang spelling. Okay, then, if kulang pa ang option, click this option. Okay, then, equator. Then, option last, prime meridian. For example, ito lang siya. Okay? So, from here, you choose the correct answer. Kung mapapansin nyo, pag tinututok natin yung mouse natin, may lumalabas na option sa kanang bahagi. So, at this portion, so ito yung tamang sagot, check natin yan. No? And then, you can assign points here. Okay? For example, for each question, you allotted 1 point. Then, of course, you should require this one. Pero kung ang tanong, halimbawa, ay nangangailangan ng maraming answer, click this one so that they can choose at multiple answers. So, dahil sa tanong na to ay isa lang tamang sagot, so dapat naka-slide to the left. Okay? So, preview natin. So, ito na yan. So, ano ang tawag sa linya na naghahati sa mundo? So, ang tamang sagot ay equator. Submit. So, ayan. Then, view results. So, makikita natin, babalik tayo sa ating ginawang quiz. Sa response automatic, makikita natin ang ating sagot. Okay? So, meron siyang analysis agad ng mga ng ating ginawang quiz. So, ito, instant result with instant analysis ng ating quiz. And then, you can also open this result in Excel. So, click nyo lang to download. And then, makikita nyo na dun yung kung sino yung batang sumagot, ano yung tanong, tama ba yung sagot niya o hindi. So, yun. Then, if you want to share this form, just click the share button here and then click copy. Then pwede mo na siyang i-post sa MS Teams, sa group chat, or any social media applications na may access ang bata. So pwede yan. Okay, so I think tapos na tayo sa atin, na-tackle na natin lahat. And kung may katanungan, pwedeng i-entertain after this, pero bago doon, so allow me to share first my slides. May papakita lang ako saglit. Okay, so share ko lang . Okay, share ko lang yung screen ko. Okay. So for those participants who already log into Microsoft Educator Center, so you can now redeem your codes. For those who are not yet member, sign up to or log into education.microsoft.com and log in your personal account or your any account na ginagamit nyo. So pero ang advisable is to use your personal account in log in or sign into this portal. Okay, so log into education.microsoft.com and these are the training codes for you to redeem. No? Okay, i-type in nyo lang tong codes na to redeem the certificates and badges. And hopefully, kung active kayo sa Microsoft Educator Center and earned certain badges needed for the Microsoft Innovative Educator Expert, pwede po kayo maging Microsoft Innovative Education Expert as long as you are active in this portal or in this website and take learning courses and learning paths and earning badges, points, and certificates. So pwede kayo manominate as Microsoft Innovative Education Expert. So if you have time after this training, have a screenshot or take a picture of these codes and redeem these codes after this session and enjoy the certificates provided by the Microsoft Philippines. And with that, thank you for listening and thank you. I hope na meron kayo natutunan sa Microsoft Teams as a virtual classroom. So with this, thank you so much, Sir Enad, Sir Jimboy. The floor is yours. Thank you.
All right. So thank you so much, Sir Henry, for that very informative session this morning. Okay. So at this juncture, we will proceed to the Q&A. So we are waiting now for your questions. So again, as announced earlier, that you need to post your questions during the Q&A. So please post your questions now so that our speaker can answer your questions. Okay. So, Sir, hindi pa po ako nakatanggap ng link para sa Office 365. Paano po ba pag-download? Thank you po.
Hello, sir. Okay, wala pa daw account, sir. So all you have to do with that kind of matter or with that matter is you have to follow up with Ma'am Dina Talan or with your district ICT coordinator regarding your Office 365 account kasi sila lang po ang merong full access sa pagde-deploy ng ating Office 365 account. And again, uulitin ko po, our Office 365 account is free and paid by Department of Education. No? So, meron tayong libreng account from Microsoft. No? So, ang gagawin lang talaga natin is to wait and follow up to Ma'am Dina or sa ating District ICT regarding our Office 365 account. And also, lagi nating ito-check ang ating email address kung meron bang email na sinend si Ma'am Dina. So, yun lang yung magagawa natin as of now. So, kung gusto nyo talaga ako, before I have my Office 365 account, bumili talaga ako ng personal Office 365 account ko. So, kasi gamit na gamit talaga siya, and especially in this kind of pandemic situation. Yun, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. So we hope we answer your question. So, Sir Henry, another question. Can we graph an equation in the class notebook po?
Meron sir, yung pinakita ko kanina graph in 2D. Meron siya, pwede sir. Punta lang kayo doon sa draw menu sa class notebook. And then yung pinakita kong equation, yung merong quadrant 1 quadrant 2, pwede siya.
Okay, so another question siguro, pwede ba ma-export ang PDF file to MS Word using Office 365? Sir Henry, ako na pong sasagot. Yes po. You can open a PDF file using the Office 365 po. No, using Microsoft Word.
Yes.
Okay, so sir, we can't download certificates na binigay niyo na training codes sa transcript Ramakitan.
Yes,
Um,
usually kapag nagre-redeem tayo ng codes, pupunta tayo dun sa ating transcript of training under your profile picture, and then doon natin makikita yung ating yung certificate from Microsoft, the digital certificate. So, paano siya gawin? Ganito, demo ko lang saglit, sir.
Sige sir, go ahead sir.
Okay, I'm gonna share my screen first.
Okay, so while waiting, once again, please give us 3 days. So may naghahanap na ng certificates for the Wednesday session. Again po, hindi pa po natapos ang 3 days. So please, antay-antayin nyo na lang po.
Within the day, sir.
Sir
Okay,
Inad.
here we are already in our portal, education.microsoft.com. All we have to do is to sign in. Sign in your account, your personal account here. So again, it is advisable to use your personal account rather than using your DepEd email account because when times come, wala na tayo sa DepEd, so hindi na natin magagamit yung ating DepEd email account. So it is advisable to use our personal email account. Okay, so log in using your personal account. For example, I have my Outlook account. Then sign in. Okay, enter the password. Okay, here. So if you could notice here in the upper right corner, you have here your avatar here. By default, wala siyang picture. You have to click that one and then redeem achievement code. So when you click this one, all you have to do is to paste the code that I have given you a while ago to redeem the code. So after that one, when you redeem the code, automatically it will be placed in your transcript of training. So click on your profile. Again, click here on your profile. And here, dito nyo siya makikita lahat ng badges and certificates na nakuha nyo or na-gain nyo sa pag-attend ng training here in education.microsoft.com or yung mga training na binigay ng mga speakers. So here, dito nyo siya makikita. And then, you can see here the badge and the certificates. There is an option there, view details and certificate here. So, nandito lahat. So, ito yung mga badges namin na nakuha sa Microsoft. So, nandito makikita lahat. And also the certificate. So, I hope na-answer yung tanong, Sir Jiboy.
Yes, sir. Okay, thank you so much for that, sir. No, wow. With kuan pag yun, step-by-step instruction. So thank you so much, Sir Henry. So once again, if you are going to install the Office 365, so you need to uninstall the old version. But rest assured, your files, inyong mga files tanan is naaragid gihapon go, dili ra mawala. Only the application ang ma-change. So you need to uninstall the old version and install the full version of the Office 365. The files will remain. Okay.
Sir, pwede pa shoutout, Kariot?
Sige, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Shoutout sa Panggangan Elementary School, all faculty and teachers from Sir Glenn. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so since it's already 12:03, so we will proceed now to the next part of this session.
Sir, palong sa ko tubag ani pangutana sa audience katong taong ni claim certificate last Wednesday katong sa MEC, Microsoft Education Community, wherein their names are showing unknown, and even if they try to change or update their name, marami tawag nang sign up as Reddit so without filling out their first name and last name, and I guess this is the reason why it's showing up as unknown on the certificate. If I'm not mistaken, the certificates work as if during the redemption, meaning If you do not have a name during the redemption, of course, it would reflect unknown. And since the MEC will not allow us to redeem the same code, I would suggest, no, since if I'm not mistaken, the code is still existing, you can create another account. And this time you go ahead and fill out the first name and last name completely before redeeming the code, or else it will again result to unknown, no, name on the certificates. Sige, sige.
Okay, so thank you very much, Sir Inad. Sir Henry,
Yes, sir.
can I have the screen, sir?
Sure, sure.
Yes, sir, Jonathan.
Okay, so once again, thank you so much, Sir Henry, for that very wonderful session this morning. Okay, so let's proceed now to the next announcements. Okay, so please note of the following, no, SDO Bohol Contextualized Webinars Part 2. So from July 20 to July 31. So na ay Q&A ani nga gibuhatag nato dito sa atong SDO Bohol Task Force ICT Platforms FB page. Okay, so please visit there. Na dito ang question and answer. No, so frequently asked questions. So kani silang tanan, okay, dili ni siya mandatory ang attendance. Pero these trainings will really help a lot if ever, no? Kay wala ta kahibaw, ingnan lang gid siya. Naamong yung mga questions, no, nga di mo na magamit namo kay iasa man namo nga among mga bata is mao ni ingon ana, okay? So ang mahitabo ani, we do not know yet ug unsay plano from the higher, no? So from central office or the DICT. So basig na slay talk di ay unya hatagan data og full package. So at least nakahibaw na ta na natay skills unsaon nato pag make use of the technology. So even the mga kindergarten o grade 1, no? So di ba? Okay. So for the end of the session, for the survey, na ni siya quiz ha. So please visit tinyurl.com/BOSWP1SXB survey. The SDO Bohol Task Force for ICT Platforms also, and SDO Bohol Task Force ICT Platforms sa ato ang YouTube channel. So sa Facebook page and also for the post-webinar assessment form. Ma'am Emily, Ma'am Rosel, Ma'am Lilia Los Bukas, and to the school principal, Ma'am Troy Pahi. Also to the teachers of Malinaw Elementary School of Garcia Hernandez, Ma'am Adelfa, Ma'am Jonita, Ma'am Jackie, Ma'am Ivy, and to their school principal, Ma'am Rosana Salisi. Okay, so thank you so much for being with us, no, for the part 1 of the series. So hope you are going to watch again, to be with us again next week for the part 2 of this SDO Bohol Contextualized Webinar Series part 2. So see you on Monday. Thank you so much. Good afternoon. And let's enjoy our lunch.